We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 73 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Third down at 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The coverage by Javon Bullard.
To the air again, Stafford. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On first down, it's Genty. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Stafford. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 13 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to have to reach the century mark.
They'll send Adams in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, here's Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They'll start on the ground with Ginty. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
46-yard line.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
13 yards on the play. That's another Buccaneers.
On the give, Ginty. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Browns 35.
Now Stafford. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
To throw is Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Browns first down.
On the give, it's Warren. A gain of 3, second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
It's a pickup of 6.
Complete to Greg Dulcich. It's a gain of 6. First down, Cleveland.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And the Browns first down.
Nick's going to hold on to it on the zone read. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Third and less than a yard.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
First and 10 at the 36.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll go again with Genty.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 10. The 24-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Browns.
Now a run with Warren.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Nix. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
Gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
They'll run it. Warren. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nix from the shotgun.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
On play action, here's Nix.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers 25.
To throw is Nix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nick's going to tap this forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
2 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Kenyon Sadiq. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Stafford. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Dobbs on the
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
4 yards on the
Knicks to the air.
2nd and 6.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Brown.
Throwing Knicks. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Knicks. And this will be incomplete.
Intended for
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, here's Knicks. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Stafford. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
a gain of 15 yards. That's good for a first down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Yards. That's another Buccaneers first
To
down.
throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Now Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our journey through the NFL starts now. And it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Javonte Williams. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. A 60-yard touchdown run. The Chiefs are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to scramble here and take it in. 13 yards away, he houses it. The Pats are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get a look who's getting a hot start to the year. It's our impact player from Week 2, and it's this man. And this is Tank Dell. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Panthers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In our game, it was the reigning MVP, Matthew Stafford, who's been at it again. His guys looking to get to 2-0 on the young season. Can they get there? To find out, we go back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake, Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Nix to throw again. That one out wide and intercepted. Jerry and Jones picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Cleveland offense making their way out. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Nix from the shotgun. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Carson Schwarzenegger on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup. It's now.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Short throw caught by Dulcich. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here's one. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nifty move. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the 1st down.
Throwing is Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Jaquan McMillan there in coverage.
Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that.
Looking to put a drive together.
To throw is Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Nix to the air.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Now a handoff to Genty.
Dances by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
On the give, Genty. He'll get this up to about the 44.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Once again, it's Genty.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Stafford now to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford.
They'll get this out to Genty.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Tampa. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matthew Stafford with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Nix.
Short. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing Nix.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
3rd and 8.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
A gain of 12.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Nix.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Dylan Thieneman on the coverage.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to the squad.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Nix.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the air with Nix.
16-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Bo Nix
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Browns 15.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run. Here comes Genty.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Genty, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, not just impertinent the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Nick's going to hold on to it on the zone read.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Nix trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sonny Styles.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And this one, Charles, and too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra.